Please, a round of applause for him as he walks up.
Thank you very much. I want to especially greet our mother, Your Excellency, the Dr. Mrs. Abacha, who is here with us. You are most welcome. Thank you very much for your role in our lives. I want to also recognize the wife of the former Vice President. Your Excellency, you are most welcome. I want to also greet my elder brother, the chairman of the event, the former governor of Bayelsa State, distinguished Senator Dixon. And I've also seen behind me the former most performing governor of Lagos State, he inspired the country, all of us. He handled Lagos, but he inspired the whole country, so much so that those of us even at that age wanted to join the military. I could not because I was told I did not have the height. But anytime we saw General Marwa on television on what he was doing in Lagos State, we felt very proud of him and proud of the government he was working with. You are most welcome. So I want to also say good afternoon to all our big ogas here. You are most welcome. I stand on existing protocol. I never met Abacha personally, but I have come in contact with his history. And I'm happy to be here today to say that he did well. From the standpoint of history, General Abacha stands within the 6 years that he ruled Nigeria. With his performance, I think from the standpoint of history, he pulled the results that those other presidents will have to go back to offices and work very hard before they could reach there. In fact, that is why we need to change this perspective. That is why we must do everything to change the narrative. The country is yearning for her history. Nigeria is yearning for her history. Nigeria as a state suppresses her history. That is why we are having issues in our society today. Please, whatever we are doing, wherever we are, let this country revive her history. The history of General Abacha is the history of Nigeria. When I came into this hall, I almost cried. General Abacha's colloquium is larger than this hall. This hall is too small for this discourse. I want to call on the center. Next time you want to gather people for General Abacha, please, let's look for a larger place. I was a small child in Akwa Ibom State when warplanes were flying over our heads. And we know that was when Nigeria was able to protect her territorial integrity. We almost lost Bakassi that time. Bakassi was under threat. But General Abacha, as a leader, stood his ground. And my people were fishing freely. They were living in their ancestral homes. We lost Bakassi the day Abacha died. It wasn't only Abacha who died, after his death, our people in Cross River and Akwa Ibom axis died in hundreds because the leader who was able to lay his life to protect the minorities had passed on. Yes. If you come to our state today, there's a particular hospital, it's the biggest hospital in my state. When I took my father there, although they have been trying to change the name of that hospital, Federal Medical this, University of this, there is nobody in Akwa Ibom State. You will meet them. In fact, if you go there, tell them, take me to Sani Abacha. Just say, take me to Sani Abacha. And you'll be taken there. You may want to sit down in Abuja or in government houses to suppress history. The Nigerian people know their history. The Nigerian people know their history. We know the leaders that performed in this country. We know it when you are trying to suppress the history of such leaders. And it's about time that we must change that narrative. It must be put aside. History must recognize General Abacha. He did so well for Nigeria. Look at the National Hospital. The other day I told a friend, I said maybe one day when historians are in power, I'm saying this to my brother who is in the National Assembly, of course you have been reminded that it was General Abacha who built where you are doing your work today. That one day in our history, Nigeria must be reminded that it was Mrs. Abacha, it was Mrs. Abacha's legacy that we now call the National Hospital. Now that we are now changing the names of government, a whole lot of people have what they wanted to do, what I would love to say in this kind of occasion. I'm heading the Department of History and Diplomatic Studies in the University of Abuja. We have a platform that can actually partner to promote our history. Abacha's story is our story. We have played this politics of vilifying Abacha for the past 20 years or so. It is over. Should be put aside. We should look at history in its eye and tell people this man did this man did this. If not for anything, it will inspire our future leaders to go and do your own. The man stayed for 6 years. He did so much. If you are staying for even 3 years, you should do your own. Don't try to come and cover what some other person did. That is why I'm of the opinion that big government facilities should be named after the people who built them. Maybe people will be challenged to do something for this country. God will continue to bless General Abacha where he is because he did his best for this country. I'm human. We are all human. But I want to tell us one thing. Abacha was better than most of us. Thank you very much.
A historian has done justice to history. Thank you very much for that wonderful presentation. At this juncture, I will call on